Did you know that one of the healthiest juices on the planet can become dangerous with just a single wrong ingredient? Many people start their morning feeling proud. They juice a fresh beet, pour it into a glass, and believe they're fueling their heart, cleansing their liver, and boosting their energy for the day. But what almost no one realizes is that beets are powerful, and like anything powerful, they require respect. Inside this humble red root are compounds that can transform your circulation, open your blood vessels, strengthen your liver, and supercharge stamina. Yet those very compounds also react strongly when mixed with the wrong foods. And that's where silent trouble begins. Every day, thousands of people unknowingly create beet juice combinations that irritate the stomach, cause fermentation, raise oxalate levels, overload the liver, interfere with circulation, and, even worse, cancel out the very nutrients they're trying to absorb. The scariest part? Most of these harmful mixtures look healthy on the surface. Many are popular recipes printed in cookbooks, shared on social media, or recommended by friends who simply don't understand what's happening inside the body. But today you will. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 beet juice combinations you must never make, including one that can be genuinely dangerous for anyone over 50 or living with kidney or digestive issues. And more importantly, I'll show you exactly how to drink beet juice the right way so your heart, liver, circulation, and energy all benefit without risk. Stay with me to the end. What you learn today might completely change the way you prepare this healing juice forever. Combination number 1. Mixing beet juice with lemon. One of the most common mistakes people make is adding a big squeeze of lemon to their beet juice. It sounds healthy, right? Vitamin C, freshness, detox. What could possibly be wrong? Quite a lot, actually. Lemon is extremely acidic, and when that strong acidity collides with the natural compounds inside raw beetroot, the pH of the juice changes instantly. For many seniors, especially those with gastritis, acid reflux, or a sensitive stomach, this can trigger irritation within minutes. People often report heartburn, nausea, or a sour stomach shortly after drinking this combo, without realizing the culprit is the lemon. But the bigger problem is what happens to beetroot's nutrients. Beets are naturally rich in plant-based iron and beneficial pigments that support blood building and circulation. Those nutrients require a stable internal environment to be absorbed properly. When lemon overly acidifies the mixture, it disrupts that process. Instead of enhancing absorption, the acidity actually interferes with it, especially iron absorption, canceling one of the key benefits people expect from beet juice. What was supposed to support energy and oxygenation can end up giving you nothing but discomfort. There's also the issue of dizziness or weakness some people feel afterward. That's because the acidic shock can overstimulate stomach acid production, especially in older adults whose digestive lining is already thinner or more fragile. And if you're dealing with reflux, this combination can aggravate the esophagus further. Lemon itself isn't the villain, it's the quantity. A small splash for flavor can be harmless, but large squeezes, half a lemon, or the juice of a whole lemon is where problems begin. If you enjoy brightness in your beet juice, use moderation. Just a few drops for freshness, never a heavy squeeze. And if your stomach is sensitive, skip the lemon entirely. Your body will thank you. Combination number 2. Mixing beet juice with honey or sugar. This is one of the most common mistakes people make, and unfortunately, it is also one of the most harmful. Many people don't enjoy the earthy taste of beetroot, so they try to fix it by adding honey, table sugar, or even sweet syrups. It feels innocent. After all, honey is natural, right? But the moment you add concentrated sugars to beet juice, you completely change how the body processes it. Beets are naturally rich in nitrates that convert into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels, supports circulation, boosts stamina, and helps regulate blood pressure. But when you combine beet juice with honey or sugar, that nitrate conversion is disrupted. The result? The very benefit most people drink beet juice for, improved blood flow, becomes significantly weaker. What you're left with is a sugary drink that spikes blood glucose and offers only a fraction of the cardiovascular support beets are meant to deliver. For seniors, this sugar nitrate conflict is even more serious. Added sugars cause a rapid insulin response, followed by inflammation and oxidative stress, especially in those with diabetes, prediabetes, liver issues, or metabolic syndrome. Honey, despite being natural, still behaves like a quick sugar in the bloodstream. This can accelerate fat buildup in the liver, worsen insulin resistance, and trigger energy crashes. And for those with high creatinine or kidney concerns, sugar overload forces the kidneys to work harder, the opposite of what your body needs. The good news? Beetroot already has a mild natural sweetness when prepared correctly. Most people simply need time for their taste buds to adjust. But if you truly need to soften the flavor, choose low-impact companions like green apple or cucumber. They add freshness, fiber, and hydration without interfering with nitrates or stressing your blood sugar. In short, sugar and beet juice don't belong together. If you want beet juice to act like a natural remedy, keep it pure. Your heart, liver, and energy levels will notice the difference. Combination number 3. Mixing beet juice with orange. On the surface, this combination sounds healthy. 2 vitamin-rich fruits blended into one refreshing drink. But for many people, especially seniors or anyone with digestive sensitivity, mixing beet juice with orange can quickly backfire. The issue begins with acidity. Oranges are highly acidic, and when their acids meet the natural sugars and compounds in beetroot, the result is a recipe for intestinal fermentation. This means the mixture begins producing excess gas in the gut, leading to bloating, cramping, and uncomfortable abdominal pressure. For people with gastritis, acid reflux, or IBS, this reaction can feel almost immediate. But digestion isn't the only concern. Oranges contain large amounts of vitamin C, and while vitamin C is essential, too much of it in a single drink can interfere with nitrate absorption, the very compounds in beetroot responsible for improving circulation and lowering blood pressure. When vitamin C dominates the blend, the nitrates convert less efficiently into nitric oxide, which reduces the cardiovascular benefits of beet juice dramatically. You think you're supporting your heart, but the combination quietly cancels out the effect. This mix also places extra demand on older digestive systems. The natural sugars in both beets and oranges digest quickly when juiced, and without their original fiber structure, they rush into the bloodstream. This can spike blood glucose more suddenly than people expect, especially in seniors, those with prediabetes, or individuals with fluctuating blood pressure. If you enjoy citrus, it's far safer to consume beet juice and orange juice at separate times of the day, giving your stomach and circulatory system space to process each one properly. Beet juice works best on a relatively empty stomach, while orange juice is best taken earlier in the day with food to buffer its acidity. So while the bright color and taste may look appealing, beet plus orange is one combination that does more harm than good, especially when consistency, digestion, and heart health matter most. Combination number 4. Mixing beet juice with vinegar. This may seem like a harmless blend. After all, vinegar shows up in detox drinks, homemade tonics, and countless health hacks. But when it comes to beet juice, pairing it with vinegar is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Beetroot is naturally rich in nitrates, compounds that convert into nitric oxide and help open your blood vessels, improve circulation, and support healthy blood pressure. Vinegar, however, is extremely acidic, and that acidity can destroy a significant portion of these nitrates before your body even has a chance to use them. In other words, you lose the primary benefit that makes beet juice so valuable. But the problems go deeper than nutrient loss. The high acetic acid content in vinegar can irritate the lining of the stomach when combined with raw beet juice, especially for people who already deal with reflux, gastritis, or a sensitive digestive system. Many seniors describe a burning sensation, nausea, or a wave of stomach heaviness shortly after drinking this mix. And because both beetroot and vinegar influence blood pressure, beet by lowering it, vinegar by altering sodium and potassium balance, the combination can cause unexpected dips, dizziness, or weakness in people with naturally low blood pressure. For anyone trying to detox, adding vinegar may feel like the right move, but the truth is the opposite. Instead of helping the liver work more efficiently, the acidity makes the liver work harder to rebalance your internal pH. That means more metabolic stress, not less. And for people with kidney issues, this extra acid load becomes even more problematic, forcing the kidneys to neutralize compounds that the body should never have had to deal with in the first place. The best approach is simple: keep beet juice pure. If you want a lighter, more refreshing texture, use water, cucumber, or a low-acid fruit like green apple. Vinegar has its own benefits, just not when mixed with beetroot. Use it in salad dressings or cooking, but keep it far away from your morning beet juice if you want to protect your stomach, your blood pressure, and the very nutrients that make beetroot such a healing food. Combination number 5. Mixing beet juice with milk or dairy products. Some people try blending beet juice with milk to make it creamier, but this is one of the worst combinations you can make. On paper, it may seem harmless: beets for nutrients, milk for protein. Yet inside your body, this mix triggers reactions that lead to digestive distress, nutrient loss, and inflammation. The issue begins with protein-acid interaction. Beetroot is naturally acidic, and when beet juice comes into contact with milk's proteins, especially casein, it causes them to curdle prematurely. This curdling doesn't happen gently like yogurt fermentation. It happens suddenly, inside your stomach. The result? Heavy digestion, fermentation, and uncomfortable symptoms like bloating, gas, reflux, and a rock in the stomach, feeling that can last for hours. But there's more. Milk requires a very specific digestive environment, while beetroot stimulates stomach acids and bile flow. When these two processes clash, your body struggles to break down both foods properly. That means you absorb less calcium from the milk and fewer vitamins from the beetroot, the exact opposite of what most people intend when they make this healthy smoothie. For people with lactose intolerance or slow digestion, which becomes more common after age 50, this combination often leads to nausea, cramping, or rapid onset of acidity. This pairing can also overload the liver. Beet juice increases nitric oxide activity and improves circulation, while dairy slows digestion and thickens stomach contents. When consumed together, the liver must work harder to filter metabolic byproducts from both foods at once, increasing inflammation instead of reducing it. For people with fatty liver, sluggish digestion, or a history of reflux, this combination should be avoided altogether. If you want a creamier beet drink, there are safer alternatives. Coconut water, for example, hydrates, supports electrolytes, and blends beautifully with beetroot without causing digestive conflict. Cucumber also adds smoothness and freshness while supporting kidney and liver cleansing. These pairings help your body work more efficiently, not harder. Dairy has its place, just not inside your beet juice. Keep them separate, and your stomach, liver, and energy levels will thank you. Combination number 6. Mixing beet juice with spinach. On their own, beets and spinach are nutritional powerhouses. But when you put them together in the same juice, especially in concentrated, raw form, you accidentally create a biochemical problem your kidneys and bones don't appreciate. Both beets and spinach are extremely high in oxalates, natural plant compounds that bind to minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron. When consumed in large amounts or paired together, oxalates can overwhelm your body's ability to process and eliminate them. The biggest risk? Kidney stones. Oxalates from both foods join with calcium in the kidneys and form calcium oxalate crystals, the most common and most painful type of kidney stone. For people with a history of stones, reduced kidney function, mild dehydration, or even low magnesium intake, this combination can quickly push the body into a high oxalate overload. You don't feel it immediately, but the crystals silently accumulate, increasing your risk week after week. Another hidden problem is mineral blocking. Oxalates grab onto important nutrients, especially calcium and iron, making them harder for your body to absorb. So while many people combine beets and spinach thinking they're supercharging their juice, the reality is the opposite. You absorb less nutrition, and your digestive system has to work harder to eliminate what it can't use. Over time, this can weaken bones, worsen anemia, or contribute to fatigue and muscle weakness. People with gut issues such as IBS, gastritis, or low stomach acid are especially vulnerable. High oxalate juices pass through the digestive system too quickly, irritating the intestine and causing symptoms like bloating, cramping, loose stools, or a sudden need to use the bathroom. And seniors, who already have a reduced ability to clear crystal-forming compounds, are at significantly higher risk of oxalate buildup. This doesn't mean spinach is bad, nor that beetroot should be avoided. It simply means they should not be juiced together, especially in large quantities. If you enjoy leafy greens with your beet juice, choose low oxalate options such as kale, mint, celery leaves, or romaine. If you love spinach, have it cooked or eaten separately at a different time of day, not blended raw with beets. Your kidneys work hard every minute of your life. This is one combination they shouldn't have to battle against. Combination number 7. Mixing beet juice with carrots. Beets and carrots look like the perfect duo. Two bright, nutrient-rich roots often paired in juices, smoothies, and detox blends. On their own, each vegetable is incredibly healthy. But when juiced together in concentrated form, especially raw, they create a quiet overload your kidneys, liver, and blood sugar simply cannot handle. Both beets and carrots are high oxalate root vegetables. When consumed separately in moderate portions, oxalates are manageable for most people. But when you combine them into one powerful juice, the oxalate concentration skyrockets. This dramatically increases the risk of calcium oxalate kidney stones, especially in seniors, diabetics, dehydrated individuals, and anyone with even mild kidney impairment. The oxalates from both roots bind tightly to calcium, forming sharp crystals that accumulate silently until they trigger pain, inflammation, or urinary complications. The second issue is blood sugar load. Beets and carrots both contain naturally occurring sugars. When you juice them, you remove the fiber that slows absorption, meaning those sugars hit your bloodstream rapidly. For people with insulin resistance, prediabetes, fatty liver, or sluggish metabolism, this combination can cause noticeable glucose spikes, followed by fatigue, cravings, and increased inflammatory stress. Over time, these swings make blood sugar harder to control and can worsen metabolic conditions. Some people also notice digestive discomfort after drinking this mix. Without fiber to buffer the sugars and oxalates, the juice ferments quickly in the gut, creating gas, bloating, and stomach heaviness. Seniors with slower digestion or low stomach acid are especially prone to these symptoms. Again, the mistake isn't the vegetables, it's the concentrated combination. Each root is healthy when eaten whole, cooked, or enjoyed separately on alternate days. But routinely juicing them together compresses too much sugar, too many oxalates, and too little fiber into a single drink your body wasn't designed to process. A safer approach is simple. If you're drinking beet juice today, skip the carrot. And if you want carrot juice, enjoy it alone or blended with low oxalate, low-sugar add-ins like cucumber, celery, or a small piece of green apple. This way, you support your kidneys, protect your blood sugar, and still enjoy the nutritional power of both roots, just not in the same glass. How to drink beet juice the right way. Now that you know which combinations silently cancel out beet's incredible healing power, let's shift to what actually works. Beet juice is one of the most potent natural remedies for circulation, energy, liver support, and blood pressure, but only when you drink it correctly. Most people make two mistakes. They drink too much, and they mix it with the wrong ingredients. Your body doesn't need a giant detox blast. It needs the right dose, at the right time, prepared the right way. Number 1. Respect the dose. 1 medium beet per day is enough. Beets are rich in natural nitrates which turn into nitric oxide, improving blood flow and lowering blood pressure. But too much nitrate or too many oxalates overload the kidneys and may cause dizziness or stomach discomfort. 1 medium beet, or about 100 to 120 milliliters of fresh juice, is the ideal amount for daily use, enough to boost energy and circulation without stressing your system. Number 2. Drink it pure. No sugar, no sweeteners. Beet juice works best when it's clean. Adding refined sugar, honey, or healthy sweeteners spikes blood glucose and weakens the effect of nitric oxide. Your body absorbs nutrients more efficiently when the flavor is natural. If the earthy taste feels strong, blend with cucumber, celery, or a small piece of green apple. Gentle options that support digestion without wiping out the benefits. Number 3. Drink it on an empty, light stomach. The best time is first thing in the morning or 30 minutes before lunch. When your stomach is light, nitric oxide conversion is stronger, digestion is smoother, and the energizing effects are more noticeable. Avoid drinking beet juice right after heavy meals. Slow digestion blocks how quickly the nutrients can activate. Number 4. Fresh is best. Don't store it for long. Beet nutrients begin oxidizing within minutes. Stored juice loses potency and may start fermenting, especially after 12 to 24 hours. Freshly extracted beet juice delivers the strongest nitric oxide boost, the best liver-supporting betaine, and the fullest antioxidant punch. For maximum benefit, drink it within 10 to 15 minutes of making it. Number 5. Sip slowly, don't gulp. Beet juice isn't a shot. It's a functional tonic. Sipping slowly allows your digestive system to process nitrates steadily without overwhelming your stomach or bloodstream. Seniors especially notice smoother blood pressure response when drinking beet juice gradually. Number 6. Rotate it. Don't drink the same blend every day. Your kidneys, liver, and gut benefit from variety. Rotate beet juice with low oxalate options like celery, cucumber, or leafy greens. This protects your mineral balance and reduces the long-term buildup of oxalates. When consumed in the right way, pure, moderate, fresh, and at the right time, beet juice becomes a powerful daily ritual that supports your heart, brain, energy, and detox systems without the risks of overload or nutrient interference. Conclusion. Beet juice can be one of the most transformative health habits you add to your day, boosting circulation, supporting your liver, increasing energy, and helping your heart work more efficiently. But as you've seen today, how you drink it matters just as much as drinking it at all. The wrong combinations can trigger fermentation, irritate your stomach, block nutrient absorption, and even raise your risk of kidney stones. The right method turns a simple root into a powerful natural therapy. So the next time you prepare beet juice, remember, keep it pure, keep it fresh, keep it simple. 1 medium beet, the right timing, and no harmful mix-ins. Let this juice nourish you the way nature intended. If today's video helped you correct a mistake you didn't even know you were making, please give this video a like, not just to support the channel, but to let YouTube know that real, senior-focused health education matters. Share this video with someone who drinks beet juice daily. You might prevent a silent problem. Comment below, which combination were you using and what will you change starting today? And don't forget to subscribe to Ageless Vitality and turn on notifications so you never miss the next science-backed tip. Your health is built on the small choices you make every single day. Choose wisely, choose simply, and choose vitality.